Matt, we're about a third of the way through the season. What do you like so far, and what do you think the team has to improve on?
I like the kids, first of all. You know, it's a great group of guys who are finally getting a chance to play in games. You know, it's a group of guys who have been behind Stevie Mitchell's group since middle school. But I've really enjoyed getting to know these guys as players and watching them grow. We really struggled in March when we started going to tournaments and stuff, and it was really neat to see how much they improved over the summer. And I thought before the summer was over, we were a pretty good team. Now, obviously, with football and soccer and other things, we're kind of back to square one a little bit. But I've seen growth since the beginning of the start of the season. So it's been good. It's amazing how fast the season goes, though. You just said it's a third of the way through already.
Stevie Mitchell's a generational type of talent in this area, a guy you could just put down for 20-plus points every night. So how do you try and replace that type of production offensively?
But, I think one of the things we had to do early in the spring last year, hey, listen, don't try to be Stevie. You're not. And that's okay not to be Stevie. Be you. So we're working on just trying to be us and finding our identity as individuals, as a team. And I think we're slowly getting there. But like you said, it's hard to replace a Stevie, but it's been great, having these guys have an opportunity to play.
Cam Jones was just named All-State for football.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of football players over the years who played basketball. How long does it typically take for them to get in basketball shape?
It's funny. I had this conversation with Tyler Beck and Zach Zweizig. We went to dinner a week or two ago. It takes them a good month and a half. I usually didn't have those guys where I thought they were basketball ready till usually early January. And I think Cam's falling into that. Cam has slowly gotten better. I know at the end of the summer he was shooting the ball really well, but he's not quite there yet. We get the reps in every day, but we're hopeful by, like I said, next week or next 2 weeks, he's back to being where he was at the end of the summer. But it does take those guys a long time. It's a long football season. Their bodies take a beating, and it takes a while.
Fode did not play last year. What's he adding to the team now?
Believe it or not, he's tough. You look at him, he's long and wiry, but he's just a tough kid. Like, he battles. He's very athletic. He gives us, in transition, he gives us a great threat to run the floor, and he's had some nice dunks and so forth. But he rebounds real well. It's just that not playing last year, just some game situations, he's still not up to where he should be. But he's been a nice addition for us.
You look at Division I, you have 5 good teams in there, and only 4 can qualify for the county playoffs.
Right.
How difficult is it going to be just to get in counties this year?
It's going to be difficult. It's kind of neat to see that there are, 5 good teams. And we've talked. It won't surprise me at all if the second place team has 4 losses. I think we're going to beat each other up. Unfortunately, we got off to a rough start. We're 0-2, which makes this week pretty big. But, we're going to stay consistent, and we understand, it's going to be every night we've got to come ready to play. And there's going to be, I don't want to say upsets, but there's going to be teams just bumping each other off all the time. You just got to make sure that the times that you get bumped off are limited.
When you have a game like Reading, do you just kind of put that film in the trash, or do you use that for motivation? How do you handle that?
I don't think you put it in the
game?
trash. I think it's a great learning experience. And listen, a loss is a loss at the end of the day. Whether you lose in a buzzer beater or you lose by 28 or 30, it's still a loss. You can learn from it. And again, it's a team that is super fast and experienced, and that's just not us. Our experience is coming as this year goes on. So our hope is to the next time we play them, it's a lot closer, and then hopefully there's a third time and maybe we can steal one.
You're coming up on a milestone, and Reggie Weiss's record for all-time wins with the boys basketball program. Obviously, you played for Reggie. You were an assistant coach under him. What has he meant to you both as a coach and player, and then off the court as well?
He's meant a lot to me. I'm here because of him. When I was in high school and I played for him, I always adored him. I wanted to be him, which is why I went into teaching and I wanted to coach. So I owe everything to him. He's a great person. He taught me, basketball is an easy game that I think sometimes we make harder than it is. You know, he was a true believer in the basics, and I try to instill that a little bit with our guys. Obviously, the game has evolved a little bit, so I had to evolve too. But you know, I can't say enough great things about him. He again, I wanted to be him. I mean, I don't know what else more I could say as a compliment. I wanted to coach and mold young people like he did for me. I have great basketball memories. I learned a lot. He taught me how to be tough and work hard. And those are the things that I hope that I'm teaching my players. But yeah, it'll be nice. It's a nice accomplishment, but I'm more proud of just the kids that I've got to share my life with. I've coached so many great kids over the years here at Wilson that I still keep in touch with. And I think I get more proud about, you know, through social media today is how I keep track of them. And I see the great dads that they are. Like, you know, David Diaz just had a second daughter. And I just see what a great dad he is. And Brian Fegley's always posting stuff about his son. And just the other kids that I've coached that have great jobs and are doing so well in life already. That's what I'm most proud about, because I feel like what we taught them here at Wilson had a small part of their success and their happiness.
You have another son playing for you now.
I do.
Do you guys talk basketball at home, or do you kind of leave that at the gym?
We kind of leave it at the gym. Both my sons were, first of all, they're my two favorite players I've ever coached, obviously. But no, it hasn't been easy on them. I think people forget how hard it is to be the coach's son, because there's always those whispers about why they're playing and so forth. And it'd be a lot easier if both of them were Stevie Mitchells of the world, you know what I mean? But they're not. They're great kids. They were average, hardworking basketball players. But I've really enjoyed the time that I got to spend with Kyle and now Keegan in the gym. I think someday Keegan will learn to appreciate it, because he's gone through it now. It's tough sometimes. I think Kyle definitely has appreciated it. But you know, it's good. We don't talk much basketball at home. Mom likes to. She likes to give me advice on things, but no, it's all good. And like I said, I really cherish the time that I get to spend with him outside of the house.
Well, thanks for your time, and Happy New Year.
Thanks, Paul. You too, buddy.